Ahem. Well, well, well. Welcome back, my darling Diamonds and Rough. I am your favorite talking stone, and today, I forgot to breathe. Oh my. We are back with some more katakana and some more hiragana practice. Right, why is my... sorry. I just had to drink some water. My throat's feeling a bit weird. I don't know why. I hope I'm not getting sick. That would be bad. I've been sneezing quite a bit. And the weather's finally getting nice. Actually, speaking of the weather, the other day, not the other day, today, I opened my windows when I was driving home, and I smelled the air, and, well, first and foremost, I could actually smell the air. And let me tell you something, it was really bad. It smelled really bad. It just smelled of, like, smog and exhaust. It did not smell good. The air smelled really bad. Oh my. It smelled really bad. So I had to close my windows. Normally I like driving my windows open a bit because my air conditioning is not good. I should probably fix that. I don't care enough to fix it, but I probably should. But, oh my. I opened the windows and it just smells really bad. Like, really bad. And I just have to close them. It's just pretty... Oh my, I don't know what to say. I'm not used to it smelling like that. Oh my. I don't know. I don't know. But the rest of their car ride back was fine. But I'm just so not used to it. Normally it just smells like it probably should smell bad, but it doesn't. It just doesn't have a smell. It doesn't have an odor. But now today, for some reason, my nostrils begin to work and they just smell something terrible. It was very, not interesting, very bad. But let's move on to what we were actually... I need some more water. My throat is really acting weird. I don't think I'm getting sick. If I am getting sick, that's really bad. Well, actually, I might be getting sick. I've been pretty low on energy the past 2 days. I don't know why. Well, no, I know why yesterday. Yesterday, it was because I did not get a lot of sleep. I stayed up pretty late doing Sudokus and puzzles, and my sleep schedule, which I need to get more sleep anyway. For some reason, my circadian rhythm, no matter what time I go to bed at, has me waking up less than 7 hours later. I schedule for at least 7 hours of sleep every night, but I always hit less for whatever reason, and it does haunt me. Well, I guess apparently not every night, because 2 nights ago on that Sunday, did not schedule enough sleep. Oh my, it was not the most fun, and I had me drained the rest of the day. Granted, one good thing that happened. I can't just talk about the negative. One good thing. I'm trying to think of one good thing. Right, I did make a bunch of extra pancakes on Sunday. So, when Monday comes around and I'm all groggy and barely awake, I'm able to take my pre-made pancakes from the fridge and eat them. And it was actually a good breakfast. Chocolate chip pancakes make any morning a good morning, especially when you don't have to put much effort into preparing them. I just threw them in the microwave for less than a minute, and they were good to go, and oh my, they provided a much needed sustenance. Ah, man, I need to eat more, specifically throughout the day, so I don't get too groggish, because today, I just think I didn't eat lunch, and that was the issue. But I normally don't eat lunch, because preparing lunch is hard, so I just wait till I get back. But oh my, that was an issue. I was just so drained throughout the day. Not throughout the day, but towards the end of the day, I was just absolutely drained. It was quite awful. Quite, well, is awful the right word? Is awful the right word? Also, I kind of want to check something, actually. Give me a moment. I want to check to make sure I put this in the description. Do I? I do not. I put the music in the description. Okay. Let me post the site then. Some people come in and ask because it's an interesting site to use. And I forgot to put it in the description, so we're putting it in chat now. Site used. It's a free online site. So this is. Wait, what? No, okay. What is that? I'm so confused. Sorry, I'm seeing something. I don't know, that was weird. Oh, okay, that's something else. I'm sorry, I got distracted. I was just checking to make sure everything was okay with stream. Speaking of that, I should do a sound check. Give me a moment. Sound does check out. I do need some more water. That is lovely. That is lovely. I do hope I'm not getting sick. Maybe I should. What should I do to make sure I don't get sick? That's a good question. I guess eat and sleep and stay hydrated. I'm doing one of those things. I am doing one of those things. Oh my. Maybe it's just dusty. Maybe, it might be allergies as well. It is that season. Spring is a terrible season for one's nose. But I haven't had seasonal allergies really in a while. I don't really get affected by them. Granted, you know what? I should probably vacuum my room. I not realize now, but I do understand that seasonal allergies are a thing, and dust has been building up in my room. I should let, like, a Roomba or something go through it to to get all the dust out, because I have been seeing some dust on the floor. It has been a while since I cleaned. I also need to make sure to wash my sheets. I washed my pillowcases recently. Actually, not recently enough. It's been probably 3 weeks now for my pillowcases. Sheets have been longer, which is bad. It's bad. You should wash your sheets at least once a month. And I did not do that this month. So I'm going to wash them. Do I say tomorrow? I didn't do a lot of things tomorrow. Okay, yep, we're going to plan for tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going back to exercising because I have not been doing that. We're going to clean our sheets. We're going to meal prep for the week. We're going to do our laundry as well. Oh, can I do laundry and sheets in the same day? I can do laundry and pillowcases in the same day. But laundry and sheets, that's a different beast. That is a different beast. Just because the sheets take up so much space. And the blanket, of course. I have to find out a way around that. Oh well, that's for future me to worry about. Because currently, it's just going to drink water, eat food, and sleep. That is the plan. Oh right, the thumbnail. I forgot about that. And the title. That's important. I have been on quite the nostalgia tear recently, I have to admit. I've been watching some old stuff. I mentioned on Sunday Game of Zones, the NBA Bleacher Report's parody of Game of Thrones, the famous 2011 show. I watched it. I rewatched Game of Zones. I've never seen a single episode of Game of Thrones, and I have no idea what it's about. But Game of Zones, I loved when it was airing. I saw the final few seasons live, and it was wonderful. So I saw it in my YouTube feed, and I was like, you know what? Let's rewatch it all. And it's only 3 hours of content, but I watched it at 2 times speed because I'm a heathen who does not respect the quality of things made. And oh my, it was fun. It was really fun. It captured all those NBA storylines in such a comedic way. I love parody content like that. And speaking of parody content, I've seen Hero Ball as well, which is another Bleacher Report thing, which I also like. Though it's been like a year since the last episode, so I think they gave it the axe, unfortunately. I do mean unfortunately, because again, I did like it. I did like it quite a bit. I watched along. I'll probably rewatch some episodes, but oh my, I miss it. And then, this one's a bit more... There was this Attack on Titan parody that someone did for the series between the San Antonio Spurs and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And it was decently comedic. It parodied Attack on Titan well, but... well, this is probably more controversial than not, but it was made with generative AI, and I'm just not really the biggest fan of that. So I will acknowledge its existence, and I understand that people like it. But for me, it's something that I don't really want to watch. But I do love like all types of parody content and whatnot for the NBA and stuff. Like I remember Bleacher Reports, they did a parody of Cowboy Bebop to make like an anime opening for the NBA, and that was really cool. Oh my. But that's not the songs we're talking about. I wanted to talk about the songs from the cartoon shows that I loved as a kid, and more than that as well. I guess some musicals too. Well, actually, I haven't seen a lot of musicals. I've listened to a lot of musicals. My tongue is tied. I've listened to a good bit of musical soundtracks. Shout out to Hamilton. That was really fun. I remember sitting down just one day and just listening to the entire soundtrack just because. Because normally I'll listen to just songs here and there. I'd never like the full soundtrack, which is like an hour, 2 hours long. But with Hamilton, it was different. It was like it was a cultural thing, I'd say. For my high school, it was a cultural thing, the Hamilton soundtrack. And I wanted to get in on it and just say things like, look around. That is something, yeah, back in high school, I would annoy/joke with my peers who, they had to listen to Hamilton soundtrack for one of their classes. And I would joke with them, annoy them by just randomly saying Hamilton lyrics in a slightly songy voice whenever it fit the conversation. I remember one time we were on a field trip and they're saying, look around the area. And I said, look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. Oh my. Hamilton song. I forget which song exactly that is. I forget exactly. But I did that with a bunch of the different Hamilton songs. I think maybe there was, I forget if there was a fire pit or something. And I said, watching it burn. Of course, referencing the Hamilton song Burn, where Eliza burns the letters Alexander Hamilton sent to her. I'm burning the letters you wrote for me. Oh my, I need to get back into practicing my throat so I can sing better and speak better. But Burn, that's a great Hamilton song. I forget exactly. It's been a while since I did the Hamilton soundtrack, and it's been an even longer while since I joked by quoting it. So I don't remember everything that I did. I just remember those two. Oh, but that was fun. But music is a pretty big part of media, I feel. If that makes it. Obviously it's a big part of media, but I mean in television, it's a really big part. And not just like background music, which is also really cool. I love, certain OSTs and whatnot. Well, not just even OSTs, but like Cynthia's theme in Pokemon is an iconic piano piece. Well, is it just? I'm not even sure if it's just piano, but Cynthia's theme is probably one of my favorites. Theme songs in ever. It's just so iconic and nostalgic. But that's besides the point. I love themes, but we're not talking about themes. We're talking about full-fledged songs in shows. And what better one to start with than the Campfire song from SpongeBob SquarePants, which is in the thumbnail. SpongeBob SquarePants, the earlier seasons specifically, had some great songs. And I say earlier seasons specifically because for some reason, after like 2006 or something, they stopped making songs for SpongeBob, and they increased later on. And let me talk about this more. A few years back, I watched by a few years, I mean like 2 or 3, maybe 4 years back, I watched a video with all of SpongeBob's songs. And each song, it was the full song, and it was the year it was made and whatnot. And then we were singing 1999, 1999, 1999, 1999, 2001, 2001, 2001, 2001, 2002, 2002, 2003. You get the point. A lot of songs, like at least like 3 songs a year. And 3 would be on the low side, but 3 songs a year up until like 2006. Then we skipped to like 2011. Where we have, I think, for the SpongeBob Christmas special, where they do like a claymation style animation. And I think it's like Patrick's song where I will trap Santa in this box, locked up like Fort Knox. And it'll be Christmas all year long. La da 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 da. Ba-da-dum-bum. Oh my goodness gracious. That also brings up another point that I'm going to circle back to later, but there was just a big gap between like 2006 or whatever, maybe it was 2008, and then when, like, I think that song specifically came up, but like years gaps, like multiple years, when we were getting 3 songs a year. That's a very strange thing. And then I think back in like 2016 it started increasing, but only to like 1 or 2 songs a year. But at least we got some every year instead of but basically between like 2006 and 2016, like a decade of SpongeBob where there was very few songs. It was very bizarre. Oh, you know what? Let me talk about my favorite SpongeBob song. Which, actually, this ties in more. Something that should have been played at the Super Bowl. Of course, I am talking about Sweet, Sweet Victory. That's one of the greatest songs I think I've ever listened to. It's so good. Everything about that episode is so good. Where Squidward is struggling. We got some memeable moments like Patrick, is mayonnaise an instrument? No, Patrick. Mayonnaise is not an instrument. It's so iconic. It is so iconic. And when they finally go to the Bubble Bowl and go up, and somehow, some way, Squidward lost all hope, but somehow in some way, everyone more than exceeds expectations to put on this sweet ballad called Sweet, Sweet Victory. Oh, the winner takes all. It's the thrill of one more kill. The last one to fall will never sacrifice their will. Bum, 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 bum. Don't ever look back on the wind closing in. The only attack with their wings on the wind. Oh, the daydream begins. And it's sweet, sweet victory. And it's ours for the taking. And it's ours for the fight. In this sweet, sweet victory. Oh my. I love Sweet, Sweet Victory. That's so good. It's so good. It's such iconic. I don't even know what year that came out. Probably like 2000. Yeah, probably in the year 2000 if I had to guess. But that might be the greatest. It's one of the greatest songs I've ever listened to. And just to, young me turning on the television, not a clue in the world, and just having this come on, and then going through the episode for the first time, and then getting hit with that absolute bop of a song. My ears were blessed. Truly, my ears were blessed. It was everything I love about children's animation. From the story, to the gags, and of course, the song. It was such a great episode, such a great song. That might be my favorite episode of SpongeBob. Yeah, that might be my favorite episode of SpongeBob. Oh my. It was so good. I'm probably gonna rewatch it again. Oh my, it's so iconic. It's so iconic. Anyway, I'm gushing. Well, one of my other favorite shows from SpongeBob, something a bit more of a sleeper, not recognized as a great song, but it was fun nonetheless, was the CAMPFIRE song. From when SpongeBob, Patrick, and Squidward are camping outside their house. I forget why they're camping outside their house, but they're camping outside their house together, and SpongeBob wants to lighten the mood with some lovely tunes. So he tells everyone around the campfire to do this song. Let's gather around the campfire and sing a campfire song. A CAMPFIRE SONG song. And if you don't think that we can sing it faster, then you're wrong. But it'll help if you just sing along. Bum, bum, bum. And then he just sings it faster. It's iconic. It's iconic. If I had the energy and a reason to be loud and a mic that wouldn't peak, maybe I would sing it. and risk the copyright strike. I forgot about the copyright strike. Yeah, hopefully I don't get copyright strike for just saying lyrics. That's what I've been trying to do. Just say them. Because, again, the energy thing, but also, I guess, subconsciously the copyright strike. I have gotten copyright struck before. It's actually very interesting. So, in one of my Daily Dole videos, I used the Pokemon soundtrack, and I think I was using Pokemon Gen 5 soundtrack. And specifically, is it not Castella Town? What gym? Oh my. Not Undella Town. It's the song with the ferret dancing. Ferret dancing Pokemon. What song is that? Or ferret dancing, not ferrets. Let me type in ferret because it's giving me actual ferrets. Accumula Town. Is it Accumula Town? No, it's not Accumula Town. Castella City? Is it Castella? Castella. It's telling me Celestina. Lower Manhattan. No, it's not Castella. What is Clay's Town? Clay Pokemon. I need to know this. Where is he the gym leader of? Driftville. Driftville City theme. But, it's the Driftville City theme, basically. The Driftville City theme. That's what I was playing in the background of one of my Daily Dole videos. And apparently, something copyright struck it, and I go to see what exactly copyright struck. Because I get it. If it's Nintendo, that's fine. I get it. I'll stop using them, and I did stop using them. But I go on, and I see that it's this video with 9 views that's claiming it's a different song entirely. Not Driftvale City. Not Driftvale City. It's claiming something else differently. So I file an appeal. I'm like, they do not own the rights to this song. They do not have the grounds to sue me. Not sue me, but copyright strike me. And after a bunch of nothing, really nothing happened. It's not like I was making money from videos anyway. It has probably, maybe on the high end, 40 views. And that would be on the high end. But it still does irk me. If Pokemon wanted to shut me down, I'm fine with that. I understand that. But for someone to steal that, that's... Oh my. Oh my. That irks me. That does irk me. But yes, the Campfire song. But I got on a tangent. I was talking about Pokemon. The Campfire song is iconic. I really do love the Campfire song. That was probably my favorite. Was it my favorite? No. Second favorite. Sweet Sweet Victory, obviously my favorite. But Campfire song, second favorite. It's a really good song. Now, I also noticed that in some songs were pretty clearly inspired by other songs as well. Not necessarily other cartoon songs, but I was listening to, again, a bunch of old Cartoon Network songs, and I noticed the Craig of the Creek. There's a song about a rainy day. I've never watched Craig of the Creek. I will have seen clips of it. But there's a song about a rainy day, and for some reason, I was like, this sounds familiar. And I realized part of it has the tune from Canon and D. I don't think it's entirely inspired by Canon and D. It's completely original, and it only has part of it. But Canon D is probably one of my favorite classical pieces. Well, Packable's Canon and D is something that's an orchestral piece. And it goes dun da da dun da da dun da 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 dun da da dun da da dun da 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 dun da da dun. Maybe a bit slower. But Packable created for an orchestra. I personally like a piano cover of it, specifically, a focus on the piano. I love piano as an instrument. I wish I knew how to play it. Besides the point. It has this bum ba-da-dum ba-da-dum part of Canon D that just sticks out iconic. It just tickles my brain. It just tickles my brain. So I just had to point that out. And there was one more that I remember. Oh yes. In the amazing digital, not the Amazing World of Gumball. For some reason, I was calling it the Amazing Digital Circus. No, the Amazing World of Gumball. When they are, what is it called? When they are, singing / rapping about kids, like, we enjoy it while we can. We enjoy it while we're kids. We enjoy it while there's still time to make the most of it. That song. Never too late to learn? Yep, never too late to learn. Though I'm slowing down. Welcome. I'm just yapping and practicing some kana. But, yes, we enjoy it while we can, we enjoy it while we're kids, that song from The Amazing World of Gumball. I remember, in hearing it now, it reminds me of, what is it, the Beastie Boys, and their style of singing / rapping. I don't have a good song to quote because I only remember listening to snippets of the Beastie Boys when I was going on trips with my parents, like car trips. Not actual trips, but like just driving long distances, because that was the music they grew up with. So I don't have a song that comes to mind, but it had that same vibe of what they'd sing along to in the car and what the Amazing World of Gumball would do. And I just always forget that a lot of things inspire a lot of other things. People take inspiration from a lot of things, whether it be songs, whether it be animation, or anything, really. People take inspiration from. Some of it's very obvious. For instance, like, again, The Amazing Digital Circus, well, not again, but The Amazing Digital Circus is very heavily inspired from I Had No Mouth and I'm a Scream. The creator Gooseworks said that. It's pretty clear, a very simple parallel, controlled by an AI, blah blah blah. But some things are pretty front forward with that. They explicitly say it, and you can see it in its inspiration. But other things, you just know, you have to consume more media to notice. Not everything's spelled out, and when you do notice it, it's very, very interesting. It's very interesting to notice when you can say, hey, this reminds me of, X reminds me of Y. I'm just really jazzed to be at a point in my life where I can recognize that. To see things inspiring other things. And some of them are obviously more surface level. For instance, Amazing World of Gumball, again, sometimes they take a lot of inspiration from certain shows. Like, I know they referenced Dragon Ball Z quite a bit with that. That's pretty surface level. That's very simple reference. You know, an orange gi, golden spiky hair, and a glowing aura. That's pretty straightforward. That is pretty straightforward. Oh my, but sometimes things... Well, this is not really inspiration per se. Well, no, it definitely is inspiration, but it's a parallel inspiration. For instance, Lego's, I think it's The Monkey Kid, which I haven't watched, but I read about, and it was inspired by... let me make sure I don't butcher this. I believe the Monkey King, Sun Wukong, which is one of the most famous, I guess, religious tales of China. One of the most famous, which is something that Goku is an inspiration of. It's a very... how do I say this? The Monkey King? Yes, the Monkey King, Sun Wukong, is such an iconic piece of history, religious history, that personally I'm not too aware of. Because I'm American. I'm not too well versed in a bunch of other cultures and whatnot. I only consume the Monkey King through, I guess, popular media. Like, again, Dragon Ball, which is inspired by the Monkey King, and The Monkey Kid, which is inspired by Monkey King. It's like, oh my goodness gracious, my tongue is getting tied. But yes, these things are inspired by the same source of inspiration, but with branching paths, is what I wanted to say. And of course, Black Myth Wukong, the video game that came out, I think, was it 2023 that it came out? Oh my brain might be hitting fried. I might need to take a break soon. You know, we'll get to 50 correct, and then we'll probably play some puzzles and cool down. And I'm going to take some water. Reminder to stay hydrated. That is refreshing. That is refreshing. Right. Let me breathe in, breathe out, calm down, and continue. Right. So, we're already at 50. That's interesting. You know what? I think we've earned a break. We've earned a break. We have earned a break. So I'm thinking, let's start with the Minute Cryptic. It's something I like to do. The Minute Cryptic, if it'll load, 3 free cryptic courses. Oh my, weird play. I will look into that on my own time. But for now, let us hop over to the Minute Cryptic. Now, this is a cryptic crossword clue that we have to solve. If you don't know what a cryptic crossword clue is, it's similar to a normal crossword clue. But instead of this clue being a definition straight up, only part of it is a definition, usually the beginning or the end. The rest of the clue is a puzzle to help you try and find a word that suits that definition, with indicators that will tell you what to do with certain other words, fodder, where you will pull letters from. It's a bit complicated to say, but that's basically how it works. Right, it's hard to pronounce, but how to describe more, so let's begin. Oh, you've got lovely strawberry lemonade, Latin American sense. Lovely strawberry lemonade. Huh. Oh, that's nice. I hope it's good. Strawberry... A lemonade. Is that not an American sense? I've heard that there's a difference. Like, some places have lemonade where American lemonade, and others it's like more of a fizzy drink. Is that right? Like a lemony fizzy drink. But that's lovely. A strawberry lemonade is good. I've only had the American kind, but I've had it a lot. It's really good. Nice little strawberry flavor. Strawberries are really interesting fruit because I love... The taste is really good of strawberries. But the texture is... I don't eat strawberries enough to get used to that texture. Texture is a little too fibery. But the flavor is amazing. Like, so... Between those two things, the flavor is S tier. The texture is probably like a C tier. Between those two, I have to like give it an A tier. I wouldn't give it a B. The flavor is just too good. But oh my, the texture is something I don't get used to. Anyway, that's beside the point. It's great. Yeah, it's fizzy. I love American lemonade. American lemonade is also really good. Unfortunately, it's really high in sugar, and I don't. You can't, or you absolutely can have too much sugar. Unfortunately. That's the bane. It's so good, but it's so much sugar. Oh my. Right, focus on the clue now. Let's see, let's read it. Very well done, but occupied by texting right now. Alright, so... Let's do this. I'm guessing that the definition is very well done. Or very well. And the reason is, normally the definition is at the beginning or end. But at the end, texting right now, that kind of makes me think what you text for right now. Like, if you were texting someone, you said right now, you would use the letters R and N. So for some reason, I think that might be the end of it. Like maybe scorn or something. But occupied by texting right now. Oh wait, no. It's not necessarily at the end, because I think the definition is very well done. The fodder are, the fodder are but and right now. And the indicator is occupied by. So we take but, and we put RN, burnt. B-U-R-N-T, burnt. And that is very well done. Burnt is very well done. And let's see if that is correct. It is. Lovely. You just made myself so I know the amount of sugar? Oh my. Oh, nice. Oh my. I haven't made lemonade in such a long time. In general. But yeah, to be able to monitor your sugar, that's great. When I bake, I bake on occasion. Mainly cookies. But when I bake, I always measure out the sugar, and then I always just don't think about it, because it'll make me feel bad. It'll make me feel bad. So I measure, but I put it in so it tastes good, and then I just don't recall the amount of sugar I put in, because if I did, it would make me feel bad. It's cups of sugar. It's insane amounts. Oh my. We got it. Burnt. We take the letters from butts, or we take butt, and we put in the RN, and we get burnt. That is lovely. That's a fun little clue. That is a fun little clue. Right. I think, we talked about Cynthia's theme. Maybe we can do the Pokidoku. If it will load. It's loading well enough. Let's hop over. Right. And for the Pokidoku, we have to find 9 unique Pokemon that each fit the row and column of the square. For instance, in this square, we have to find a monotype Pokemon that is a first partner, like Piplup, who I use a lot, but I do love my Piplup. I have my little Piplup plastic figure on my desk. I do love Piplup. Oh my. I will gush about Piplup. My first start, well, technically, Chimchar is my first starter, but I consider Piplup my first starter because I didn't know how to save the game when I had Chimchar. But so Piplup's the first starter I had, first starter I beat a game with, and I beat it the wrong way by getting my Piplup to level 100 and not focusing on anything else. It was very fun, or very funny. Right, first partner and fighting. I think, of course, we could do one of the many firefighting types, but I think Quaxley. No, is it Quaxley? No, Quaquaval. I'm sorry. I don't remember your name. I know Quaxley's the starter, but Quaquaval, that's a water fighting type. If I'm correct. I am correct. Oh my. I was very nervous. But, I think it's really cool to have, well, first of all, water fighting type starter, but second of all, a bird Pokemon not be a flying type. I think that takes a lot of bravery on Game Freak's part, on Nintendo's part, because, bird flying, that's an easy thing to match up. Granted, we have Piplup right here, who is also a bird, and also not a flying type. Huh, interesting. But Piplup's type as well is also really cool. Or Empoleon's, I should say. Water Steel, I believe it's the only Water Steel. So that's really cool. Anyways, first partner Dark, the only one I can think of is Incineroar. I spelled Incineroar wrong, didn't I? I did spell it wrong, but luckily it's still there, so we're going to select it. I believe it's Fire Dark. I could be wrong. I have no clue. I hope I'm not wrong. Being wrong would make me feel sad. I'm not in 28%. Is there another Dark-type starter that I'm unaware of? Probably. Not in Gen 1. Gen 2, no. Right? Not Sceptile. Not... Well, Sceptile's in Gen 2. Not Chikorita. Not... Typhlosion. And not for Alligator. Gen 3, not Sceptile. Not Mudkip. Not Blaziken. Gen 4. No. We have Firefighting Infernape. Water Steel Empoleon. And Grass Ground. Torterra. Gen 5. Oshawott, no. Snivy, no. Tepig, no. Gen 6. Kalos. Oh! Oh yeah, isn't, not Froakie. Froakie's final evolution. Isn't that Dark type? Huh, I guess it is. I forgot about that. Anyways, let's do the top row next, I suppose. No evolution line, fighting, I think Sock. Probably Throw would be less common, but Sock. Shout out to Unova. A fun little generation. I love the differences between black and white. They feel like two different games at times. And I think that's really cool when you have two different games. If you have two different games, it should feel like two different games. Not just with exclusive Pokemon, give them a vibe. Like, black has that city and white has that forest. Or black 2 and white 2 have that city and forest, respectively. It's really cool. Isn't one of the Hisuian Farm Dark? Are they? That's a... Shoot, I haven't played in Hisui. Is it Ancient Sinnoh? Yeah, I haven't played in it. I should. I don't have not a 3DS. I don't have a Switch. I do have a 3DS. I don't have a Switch, so I haven't played the games. My only knowledge about them has been from these games, popular media, and I also play Pokemon Showdown on occasion. But yeah, you might be right. Maybe Hisuian Typhlosion? But I feel like that's a fire... I don't know. I don't know. But you might be right. Well, actually, we could scroll down at the bottom and find out later. But right now, let's complete the grid first. A monotype, no evolution line, spirit... Nope. I almost said Spiritomb, which is Ghost and Dark type. Which I know is Ghost and Dark type. But that's not a monotype. I forgot that monotype means one type. No evolution line. Absol. Mega Evolutions don't count as an evolution line. Yeah, Mega Evolutions don't count. And as far as I know, it hasn't gotten a new form. Most Balker things about Black and White is the difficulty being locked behind beating the game. Do you want... That is true. With, after you beat Black, you get, I forget if it's the challenge or the easy mode. And after you beat White, you get the other one. Legends Arceus is literally my fave Pokemon game, which is so strange because I hate things that are different. I mean, I understand hating things that are different. Hating things that are different I agree with that. A lot of things that are different, but when something is just good, and I know it's just good because I've had friends who've played it and gushed about it. So I know it's just straight up good. And when things are actually just good, that's a reason to play. It's one of the popular... I think it's one of the reasons why Pokopia is so popular. Like, it's just a random... The concept of it feels like a random cash grab that Nintendo would throw at you just because they can. But the reality of the situation is, Pokopia, from what I've seen, is just a straight up good game. It's just a straight up good game. Yeah. Again, I haven't played Legend Arceus. If I ever get a Switch or a Switch 2, I will buy the game, assuming that Nintendo still produces it. They should. Even if they don't produce it now, they'll re-release it eventually, 30 years down the line like they did with Fire Red and Leaf Green. But oh my. I would love to play that one day. Oh yeah, back to Black and White 2. The challenge modes and the easy mode locked behind beating the game. It also, the challenge mode doesn't work. If I recall, the levels are increased, but the stats stay the same as if they were the original level, the arrivals. The only difference is that you get more EXP from beating Pokemon, which is such a goofy little bug. It's such a goofy little bug. And then easy mode just makes it easier, but hard mode just gives you more EXP. It doesn't actually make the game more difficult. Pokopia is very chill and fun, and maybe the best dialogue in Pokemon. The guys are so silly. Oh yeah, isn't like Kyogre in Pokopia? Don't people like give him a country accent because he says howdy, or is that a different Pokemon? Well, actually, no. My favorite line in Pokopia: "Let's get this place humid." That's iconic. That is iconic. Let's get this place humid. Oh my, I love that little line. But yeah, it does seem like a chill game. It has some Minecraft elements, has some Hello Kitty Island adventure habits. I guess it's just a straight up good game. I'm very impressed by it. Oh my. Now, no evolution item in Dark. Now we can use Spiritomb, because Spiritomb has no evolution and is a Dark type and a Ghost type. Oh, we could also use Nutbanet, but who's the gem one? Sableye. Normal and Dark. That is. We'll get back to that later. Yeah, Kyogre is subtly oh my tongue is tied. Kyogre is southern. Oh my, is that a tongue twister? Is that a tongue twister? I need to say that 3 times fast. Subtly southern. I can't say it 3 times fast. Subtly southern. Okay, I hope you get to play it. One day I will. I promise. One day when I do get it, I'd switch 2 or whatever. I'm assuming Switch games are compatible with Switch 2. I will play it. I will make an effort to play it. Oh my. I will try my best. Right. But for now, I'll consume Pokemon the only way I know how. Through browser games and old DS games. Right. Fighting type and normal type. What do we have? That's actually a good question. What do we have? Oh no. Let's go mono and normal. Mono type and normal. Cinccino. Which I hope they didn't make a fairy type. But I know you are normal type, and I know you are just normal type. So let's hope, very greedily, that we are correct. And we are. We've got a lot of, I'd say a lot of Unova Pokemon, as if 2 is a lot. But anyways, Dark and Normal, that's I don't know. And fighting in normal is also something I don't know. I might have to give up. No, we'll think for a minute or two. We will think for a minute or two. Fighting in normal, dark in normal. Why would you ever give something a 4 times effectiveness to fighting? That's, you know, I'm just gonna give up. I can't think of anything. It's probably one of the newer Pokemon games. 07. We have to say. It's just, some of the kite combinations are something that just don't come to mind naturally. Well, let's see what we did. Or we missed. Most common Sock, Mew, Darkrai, Incineroar, Squirtle, Blaziken, Beware! Oh, an Obstagoon. I've used, I think, Obstagoon in Pokemon Showdown once, so I probably should have gotten that. Least common, Stuffle, Raticate Lola. Oh, Greninja was the least common Dark starter. Interesting. Wow, that was fun. And Purugly. We always do forget about Purugly. I will say. Shout out to Mars in Pokemon Platinum, Pokemon Diamond, Pokemon Pearl. She used a Purugly. I think her Purugly was actually illegal. I think Purugly evolved at a later level than she had it. I think she had like level 19 and it evolves at like level 22 or something. Or maybe she had a 22 and evolves later. I don't know. But she had it. An illegal Purugly, I believe. An illegal Purugly. Oh my. But, you know what? I'm in the mood for some more Pokemon games. I'm going to load up the Pokédol, which is Pokemon, but it's only the original 151. And can I go to the right thing? I don't want to transfer. Why is there data for this? Can we just go to the Pokédol net? Let's go to Classic mode. There's 4 modes. We're going to start with Classic, and let's get to it. Right. Guess today's Pokemon. Type any Pokemon to gain. Classic Wordle structure. So, you know, I see a Beedrill. Let's do Beedrill. And let's see what that nets us. Oh my, a bug type. In the forest. Colors not black or yellow. Not 3rd stage evolution. Taller than 1 meter. Well, that's interesting. I was going to guess like Caterpie or Metapod, but taller than 1 meter for a bug type is really bizarre. Type 2 is not poison. Maybe Parasect. And I only say that because I saw Parasect down here. And honestly, I think that might be correct. Oh, it's not a grass type. Interesting. So it's a 1st stage bug type Pokemon. That's... Huh. That is interesting. A stage 1 bug type Pokemon, probably just bug monotype. That's not orange, red, black, or yellow. That is taller. Parasect is only 1 meter tall, really. So it's a really big bug. Which might be... Is Scyther here? No, right? It is. That's stage 1. That's green. It's in the forest. It's taller than 1 meter. Might be Scyther. It's probably Scyther. No, it's not Scyther. Not green. Height is correct. Stage is correct. Weight is not correct. It's lighter than Scyther. It's a stage 1 bug type. That is bizarre. I'm probably missing something obvious. Like, Pinsir isn't here, is it? It is. Let's try it out. Bug. Okay, so it's bug type. Oh, is it just Pinsir? It is just Pinsir. I'm surprised it's Pinsir because I thought they'd be the same weight because I think they're supposed to be rival Pokemon. Well, actually, why would they be the same weight? But they're the same height. I was going to say why are they the same weight because Arbok and Vigoroth, I believe, are supposed to be rivals as well. I don't know. But anyways, we got Pinsir. That's lovely. Let's go on to the card. And now we get a random Pokemon card that's blurred out. And we have to guess the Pokemon that's featured. It looks like Blastoise, maybe. No, Staryu. Staryu. I saw the brown. It's like, oh, Blastoise shell. But no, it's Staryu. I also see a bit of water. So I'm leaning pretty heavily to Staryu. star? You specifically? Huh. Each guess unblurs a bit. Is it Blastoise? Or War Turtle? It's definitely a water type. It's not Solrock isn't even in this game, is it? It's not. Okay, it's definitely not Solrock. It looks like water. It's an orange hue, but it doesn't look like a Krabby. Octillery? Is that in this game? No. Goldeen? No, Goldeen's not this hue. Is it Magikarp? It's Magikarp. It's always Magikarp, isn't it? It's gonna be Magikarp. It is Magikarp. Oh my, it was orange, not brown. You know much about Pokemon cards? I do not. I just think they look pretty. I just think that Pokemon cards look pretty. I don't know really much about them. I technically I have some. I went to the mall once and I noticed they had a card shop. I stopped in once and picked up some cards that were relatively affordable. Like, I think they were $1 each. Like, cards that they probably aren't worth $1, but they're just nice to have. And I just got some that were pretty cheap. I have an Empoleon one, I have an Umbreon one. And besides that, the only other Pokemon card I have is, I got this one from a friend a while ago. It's a Lugia one. It's a Lugia card. It's really cool. It's really iconic. I have a lot of Lugia paraphernalia. My desk mat's Lugia. I have my Lugia figurine from pre-ordering Pokemon Soul Silver. I like Lugia. Oh my. But yes. I don't know much about cards. I try. It's sad. Scalpers sadden me. The state of things sadden me for Pokemon cards because at some point I just want to say, let the kids enjoy it. I opened some packs as a kid and I enjoyed that. Let the kids enjoy theirs. I like to get the little clay and crochet art ones. Oh, nice. I tried to learn, but I was so confused. But I know I play Magic the Gathering, so it might make more sense if I give it another go. Oh yeah, Magic the Gathering. That's... People are really serious about those cards. Oh my. Magic the Gathering is something that... Do I dare say it terrifies me? I don't know. It's a lot. But I also am interested in it. I don't know. A lot. Actually, no, it doesn't terrify me. But I know Magic the Gathering players are really serious about collecting cards and building right decks and having fun. It seems like such a great niche. Not for your wallet, but for your joy. It feels like a great niche. Is niche the right word? Hobby? Is that appropriate? I don't know what to say. But it seems like fun. It does seem like fun. Oh my. But yeah, I don't really collect... Well, actually, I've been collecting things more. Putting up my knickknacks and stuff. But not because I think they're going to be worth value or anything. Just because I kind of like them. Little knickknacks. Maybe some posters here or there. I just collect them because I think they're neat. But I know some people go serious about collecting, and some people go serious for collecting as a way to grift money, and that's not the best. Let the fans enjoy what they want. Let the fans enjoy what they want. Don't mock it behind a makeshift paywall. Oh, whatever. That's beside the point. That makes it down. Anyone takes Magic seriously? I don't take seriously. It's so unbalanced. Is it unbalanced? Huh. Is it like in Yu-Gi-Oh where you ban cards? I say like Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't really know much about the competitive Yu-Gi-Oh scene, but I know that Pot of Greed is banned because it's too overpowered or something. Are there banned cards in competitive Magic, or is there something like that's like not a cool thing to do? Yeah, it's always not strange, but a lot of different communities have some, I guess, rules, both written and unwritten, that make total sense when explained, but are also just completely unconventional to think about. Like, what do you mean in Yu-Gi-Oh, for the card building game, you aren't allowed to use certain official cards? That's bizarre. But it makes sense because they're game breaking and ruin the fun for everyone. Oh my. Right. We click next, so let's do the Pokemon description. Guess the Pokemon based on the description. It becomes aggressive when it has electricity stored up. At such times, even its trainer has to take care of avoid being attacked. An electric type, you say? Electricity stored up? We have to go Pikachu, right? We have to go Pikachu. It's not Pikachu. And there's two clues after, but it's definitely electric type. Maybe Magnemites? Trying to think of other electric types in this game. I was gonna say, of course, the Thunderbird Zapdos, but that probably wouldn't have a trainer. IDK, I don't play competitively, but my dad builds infinite decks and grinds my gears with a game that's been going on so long. Things just combine weirdly. Oh my. The good old love-hate relationship. Yeah. When things drag on, it's definitely, not the most fun. Even if you are winning and it's dragging on. You just feel the urge to do something different. Sometimes when I played Pokemon Showdown on the browser, I get locked into a stalemate where I can't damage my opponent enough to knock their Pokemon out, but they can't damage me enough to knock me out. And if either one of us switch, we're in a terrible matchup, so we both have to stay there. I think I've wasted minutes of my time and someone else's time in a deadlock like that, hoping that the other person just struggles out. It's bizarre. Oh my, but I completely get that when things just go on. Infinite decks is... Ooh, that sounds like a lot. Oh my, but right. It becomes aggressive when it has electricity stored up. Like a battery. A Voltorb? Maybe a Voltorb. Maybe... What's the evolution of Voltorb? Oh my. My favorite Pokemon question to ask is, who is your niche fave? Like a Pokemon that you really like that no one else likes. Mine is Eglem. Oh my, that is pretty niche. I remember in the anime where Eglem brainwashed pretty much everyone of the cast except for Ash, Jesse, and James, because in Meowth's words, who's possessed by Eglem, they're just too dumb to be possessed. Not possessed, mind controlled. They're too dumb to be mind controlled. That was really funny. But a niche Pokemon. That's a strange question. Not a strange question. Well, it's mildly strange, but it's a good question is what I'm trying to say. I don't know. I like Dugong for some reason, but I don't think that counts because I don't really know much about Dugong. I haven't used Dugong a lot. A really niche Pokemon. Huh. That's something I need to think about. Oh my. That's something I really need to think about. Oh my, yeah, because niche Pokemon, that's like something obscure. Because if I see something like Bidoof, and everyone loves Bidoof, but loving Bidoof is kind of a meme now. Or it was a meme like 3 years ago. Because Bidoof is this all-powerful Pokemon. But I don't think that counts. And that's not what I love, like... You're asking specifically for a niche Pokemon that you love way more than the average person. I need to think about that. You don't have to know stuff to enjoy them. Absolutely correct. Yeah, you don't have to know stuff to enjoy it. That's... Let's see. I might pull up after this, I'm going to pull up the Pokédex and just scroll through until I find one Pokemon that I know is niche. I also love Dragonair as well. I like Dragonair more than Dragonite, but I don't know if I love it as much to say it's my favorite for a niche. Oh my. Anyways, let's get this done. Aggressive when there's electricity stored. Magneton, maybe? Oh, the primary elemental attribute of this Pokemon is going to be electric. Oh my. Let's say... what's the evolution of Voltorb? I forget. So we're just going to do Magnemite. It's not going to be Ampharos. Ampharos is the next gen, right? Yeah. So Magnemite. Magneton? There's no Magneton in this game? Oh my. Let's try Raichu. Let's try Raichu. Just to get an electric type. Oh, it is Raichu. What? Really? Raichu. That's interesting. I guess Pikachu first. It would make sense that Raichu should have been next. Oh my. Now let's guess what the silhouette of a Pokemon. Cropping the worst part. Which Pokemon is the silhouette based off of? And it's just a roundness. Could be Voltorb. I think it's Hitmonchan. Or Hitmonlee, not Hitmonchan. I confused Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. It looks pretty round, so maybe Voltorb? Let's hope. Oh, it is Voltorb. I should trust my guts. Congratulations, that's all for today. That is lovely. Timer's been messed up, but we got it. It is Voltorb. Now, let me look through a full Pokedex and see something. Because that's a really good question. Favorite niche Pokemon? Because a lot of the Pokemon I like, I don't really consider niche. Like, Chandelure. I love Chandelure. It's my favorite ghost type. It's not everyone's favorite ghost type, but is it a niche Pokemon? No. Okay, can I just look up list of all Pokemon? And let's see. Jigglypuff seen from above. If only. If only. I should have guessed that. I should have guessed Jigglypuff as seen from above. But let's go to Bulbapedia, list by Pokemon by number. And, you know what? Let's go to it and let's scroll through it together. And see if anything comes to mind. Chandelure, my goat. Chandelure is the goat. Oh my. Chantel and Chandelure. Great combination. Great Elite Four member. Oh my. Right. Let us see if there's a Pokemon that comes to mind. Just scrolling through randomly. I don't know. I do like Golduck's design, but I wouldn't call it a favorite niche. Arcanine and Growlithe are great, but again, not that niche. I need something that really speaks to me. Something, I don't know. Electrode! I forgot about Electrode, the evolution of Voltorb. I forgot about it. Oh my. Oh my. Friendly Hitmonchan. They're both pretty good. Staryu is nice. All the Tauros variants. Magikarp, Lapras, Ditto. Eevee. Eevee's one of the most popular Pokemon in general. Oh my. Dragonair is really cool. I do like Dragonair. It might be Dragonair. I feel like it gets way less love than Dragonite. I wish there was a branch evolution to keep it in the water serpent snake. But that might be it. I do love Bayleaf. I love Bayleaf. I don't know if we can count Bayleaf because it's a starter, but it's a second evolution of a starter. It might be Bayleaf. Pokédol, yeah, we just finished the Pokédol. Now we're trying to look for a Pokemon that is my favorite niche Pokemon, which might be Bayleaf, actually. I don't know if Bayleaf counts, because it might be too common, but it might be Bayleaf. But I feel like that's a cop-out answer, given it's a starter. But I do love Bayleaf so much. I love Bayleaf. Its design is so cool. It's probably my favorite second evolution of any Pokemon ever. It's just amazing. Breloom's also not... Oh, I do love Breloom as well. Bayleaf or Breloom? No, it's Molly. It has to be Molly. I love Molly. Its design is just... I don't even know if it's supposed to be based on like a Venus flytrap or an old like myth or whatever, but it's just really cool. And Molly is definitely niche, I feel. I know it has a Mega Evolution, but Molly might be it. I think it balances that nicheness, but also the fact that I just recognize and love it more than the average person. You could have said Pikachu and I would be nodding sagely. Whatever you want counts. That's true. Whatever I do want counts, but yeah, you know, I'd say probably Molly. I feel like that's something that's fairly niche, but also really... I love the design. Just the teeth on the mouth. or whatever we call this. You know, let's click on Molly. We're in Bulba Garden. Why not? Steel Fairy Pokemon. It used to be pure Field Steel type. Mega Evolution. Mega Evolution's okay. She's pretty cool. Forms, Mega Molly. You know, let's read a bit. Shorten by Petal. Humanoid Pokemon, yellow body, 3-fingered hands. Black jaws, big on the bottom. What is it based on? That's a good question. Oh, whatever. It doesn't make too much of a difference. I think we're gonna. That Molly always reminds me of that girl from Miss Peppermine's Home for Peculiar Children. Huh. I haven't seen that. I remember seeing the trailer for that I remember seeing the trailer for that, but I don't. Oh, that just. You know, I'm gonna look that up. I'm very curious now, because it's not coming to mind. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Let's see if I see the mouth girl or something. The film came out in 2016? Oh my. Dark fantasy from 2016. I'll see if we can find the girl. I think I know what you're talking about. What is it? The films are okay, the book are better? Oh, I see. The books always are better, aren't they? The books are always better. I remember watching and reading the Hunger Games movies. I was a pretty big fan of the books. The movies took the world by storm, mainly the first one, but I'm going to be honest, the first one was the only good one. The other three were not that good. Actually, I think it's other four now, but I didn't see the most recent one, which I think is like a reset of the universe or something. Oh my. She's just got a mouth on the back of her head. Oh, I do recall that. I do recall seeing that. The mouth on the back of their head. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Right. I think we're going to do the Wordle and the connections. And hope that's good. Actually, you know what? Let's do it backwards. Let's do the connections and the Wordle. That seems like a plan. Do it backwards. Be a little silly. Right. Let's take a sip of water, and with further ado, let's hop on over. Right, and for the connections, of course, we have to get 4 groups of 4. We have to connect 4 words through some connection. Maybe they're all yellow. Maybe they all end with a letter. I don't know. We have to figure that out and see what they are. So without any further ado, let us begin. Tin can, jacket potato, coat of arms. Well, this has jacket in it. This has coat in it. This is cape. Is there any other cloak and dagger? This might be the herring, but I don't care. It's too good to pass up. These all start with outerwear. Okay, apparently outerwear was not it. Crest might be toothpaste, but I don't think it's that. Bubble and Squeak, Great Mush, Shield, Hush Hush. Tin can. Mockingjay getting split into 2 films and not getting most of the book is my personal tragedy. Yeah, Mockingjay got done dirty. Well, I think a lot of films like to do that for movies, would split into 2. Like, when Harry Potter came out, they split the last book into 2 movies. It's a thing. It's probably a marketing thing, but it happens. Mainly for worse. Controversial. I like to watch an adaptation of a book first because if I like it, I'll love the book and it expands. I'm sorry, I'm reading very poorly. Why am I doing that? It expands it, but they recently made a Murderbot show and I can't watch it because I'm like, it's wrong. Murderbot. On the Murderbot a show. Interesting. That's a fair opinion. Like, if something really catches my eye, I'm interested to read more about it. And I think that's happens a lot with certain media. Some people want to read the books first. Some people want to be Like, some people will hold off on watching something to read the books first, and some people will watch it and think, it's so good, I want to read the book. The first thing that comes to mind is Project Hail Mary. I heard that came out. I heard that's a good movie, and I heard the book's also really good. I'm interested in watching. I'm not sure if I will, but I'm interested in watching it. And if it's good enough, I might want to read it. Though I already have a lot of books I do want to read. So I have a pile of books that I have not started reading. I need to read more in general. Yes, sorry, I'm on the run on a sentence and no punctuation pendant. That's fine. I'm on a I'm not sleep deprived, but I'm close to being, no, I'm not close to being sleep deprived. It's late, is what I'm trying to say. Alright. But let's try to get this connections done. Great must. You must do something, you will do something, ends with a may do something, not dagger, you can do something. There we go. Ending in modal auxiliary verbs. May, will, must, and can. That's nice. My mom loves Project Hail Mary and was so excited about the film and was very disappointed because it's not how she would do it. Oh, that's so sad. I'm sorry to hear. I heard the film was actually good, though. Oh, but I'm sad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your mom. I hope she's... Well, I can't say I hope it gets a new adaptation because it just got an adaptation. A new adaptation would probably be maybe 50 years down the line or something before they try to do it again, but... Oh my. It does seem like good content, though. The movie, and especially the book. I've heard the book also... Well, a lot of this happens... Not a lot of this, but this sometimes happens with science fiction books based in, like, modern times. Some of the science becomes dated, and other parts of the science... Not necessarily get proven, but get proven or elaborated on in modern times, and they'll reference the books that they're based on. I can't think of something specifically. Well, actually, I think about that book or movie with someone on Mars. I think they said you didn't need to burn. I think they found out that you don't need to burn jet fuel to get water, which is interesting. Purple first. Are you going to do the backwards categories? No, that was not intentional. That was just the first thing that I saw. She reconciled after watching the director's commentary and she feels the tone is too hopeful. Oh, it's one of those movies. Too hopeful for a tone. That is... Oh my. It's hard not to have spoilers on that because the entire trailer, it spells like the doom of the universe. But yeah, if it's too hopeful, that is an interesting criticism. That is an interesting criticism. Again, I'm just going off of what I've seen in the trailers and what very little things I've heard about it. Very little things I heard about it. That's what I'm going off of for Project Hail Mary, what I know about it. But it's too hopeful. That is interesting. It's obviously an area of like seriousness and despair would definitely suit the movie, and desperation, I'd say, above that too. That would definitely suit the movie. Huh. That's interesting. The Martian, that's written by the same... Oh, it is the same guy. Really? Andy Weir writes such fantastic science fiction. I need to read more science fiction. I've been more of a fantasy murder mystery guy, and I need to expand my horizons. I have other books. I need to read more books. It's been a while since I've read. Maybe I'll read tomorrow. I'll add that to my laundry list of things to do. Good to have a day to like maybe detox from all the internet and whatnot. But, oh my, reading is fun. It's good. The worlds in reading are just kind of objectively better than whatever you'll see on YouTube. Not that you should click away from this video, or stream, but oh my. It's just objectively great content. It's hard to adapt it all, but when you can read it, it is lovely. It is such a great time. Right, we're getting distracted. Let's get back to the connections. Cloak and Dagger, that's a superhero, isn't it? Or a superhero pair with Cloak and Dagger from Marvel, but I don't think that's going to be it. Jack and Potato really confuses me. Again, I thought it was cape, cloak, jacket, and where is the other one? That's in can. Oh, why? But let's see what else we can do. What else can we get together? Shield, mash, covert. Like covert operations, top secrets, hush hush, secrets. Just secret. Jacket, potato, cloak and dagger. That is probably not secret. Might be secret. Bubble and squeak might be secret as well. Helmet, coat of arms, mash, crest, chips, shields. It's shielded. It's top secret. It's covert. It's hush hush. One away. It's not shield, is it? Cloak and dagger. That seems too harsh. Oh, it is that. Clandestine, which is a word that we've definitely seen before. Does this even have a definition? I'm looking this up. Give me a minute. No definition found. Oh, I recently jailbroke a Kindle. It was very fun and easy. Oh, nice. And the most I've ever read in my life, maybe. Also, audiobooks while sewing. That's so cool. You sew as a hobby. That's fun. I did sewing in a home ec class once. Not with a machine, by hand. It was interesting, but I've forgotten everything. And that's unfortunate because one of my buttons came off on one of my pairs of pants that I wear for work, and I need to sew it back on. But that's future me's problem. But that's so cool. And audiobooks. I need to listen to audiobooks. I tried to listen to the audiobook for I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Well, it's not really an audiobook. It's an audio reading of it. But I tried listening to it, but it was very late at night, so I kind of... It was a really great telling, by the way. I have to say, shout out to that voice actor. I wish I wrote down his channel name to shout him out. But he was going hard on it. It was insane. Really good job for him. But it was really late for me, and I was getting sleepy. So I could not pay attention. And then the next day I read it. And it was a really good read. It was a really good read, I have to say. I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Very good. Very short as well. Only 13 pages. But oh my. And I found out what clandestine means. Clandestine. Clandestine is an adjective meaning planned or done in secret, often to conceal an illicit, unauthorized, or improper purpose. Yeah, I suppose that fits. Clandestine. Yeah, that fits. Right. Back to this. We've done purple the easiest and the yellow. Purple the hardest and yellow the easiest. Oh my. Now let's get the rest done. Coat of arms, jacket potato, mashed potato, chips are a potato. No, that's too much of a stretch. What is a jacket potato? Shield and a crest could be icons, like maybe a family crest, family shield, family helmet, family chips. That's not it, is it? Coat of arms? You know, I'm just gonna roll it. Let it ride. Oh, it is correct. Heraldic achievements: coat of arms, crest, helmet, shield. Bubble squeak, mash, jacket potato, chips. I have no clue what this could be. Is it songs? British potato dishes. Oh, it is potato. It is potato. Bubble and squeak is a potato. Oh, good to know. Yeah, you're doing a historical oh, really? That's awesome. Historical recreation project. I'm restoring a 1922 vintage Singer. So it's a year. So it's a year of song for me. That's awesome. That's really cool. Wow. Good for you. That is insane. Sewing is something that is definitely very useful. Sometimes clothes just kind of get tattered very easily. And sometimes it is pretty cheap to replace them, especially now in this economy where they made clothes worse so they can mass produce them more. Does that make sense? I don't know. But fixing clothes in general, for just the average Joe like I am, is something that is useful. Which I'm learning now, unfortunately. But oh my, that's so cool. British potato dishes. We did it. We did the connections. Now let's move on to the Wordle. The doll of all dolls. The doll to end all dolls? I don't know. But we're loading it now. Very slowly, but surely. We're going to hop on over. Thing is, I've always wanted to do, and it's so strange that I can't I'm sorry, I'm reading very poorly. It's things I've always wanted to do, and it's so strange that I can't watch to tell people I'm doing it. Yeah, fast fashion sucks. Clothes maintenance is a skill everyone should learn. Okay, good. You understand what I was saying. I was worried I was saying what my thoughts weren't coming across correctly. But yeah, fast fashion. It's good for some reasons, like making clothes very affordable, and mainly just that. It's bad because the clothes are worse quality, significantly worse quality. It is a stark difference. Though I have a few nice shirts that are definitely hold up better than just whatever fabric they'll push out. Oh my. No, I'm writing poorly. It's late for me. It's probably... You can blame me. Just blame me. It's my fault. It's late for me. I'm probably going to go to wrap-up stream the next... Probably after this. But, oh my. Yeah, just blame me. It's always my fault. Always the streamer's fault. Oh my. But anyways, we're on the Wordle. Let's begin. And let's begin with our favorite starting word, which is jazzy. I don't know why. Well, actually, I do know why. It's just because the double Z apparently makes it harder. But we have an A in the second slot, which is lovely. Pants? I know it never ends in an S. Well, it does end in an S. I know it never intentionally ends in a plural for Wordle. It normally doesn't have an S at the end. So that scares me that there's an S at the end. Oh my. Maybe it lacks something. It does not lack anything. Oh my. So it's something A, something S. Could be ES. Taxes. It's taxes. It's always it's not taxes. I'm putting taxes in anyway. I know it's not taxes because we already used the T, but I just saw the X and the E and I was like, it has to be taxes. It has to be taxes. But fortunately, no taxes in Wordle. Wish it was like that in real life. No taxes. Well, taxes occasionally go to do the right things. But oh my, we are at a loss. Something A, something S. Can we have like a lambs maybe? Like something AMBS. Lambs. No. Oh my. It's only affordable because of cheap labor and poor conditions. Clothes should last a lifetime. Don't get me started on polyester and other plastic fabrics. Wow. Yeah, it's definitely exploitative. And it's definitely not the best quality stuff. They just saw a niche in trying to get clothes out as fast as possible to keep up with seasonal, or even to replace seasonal actually at this point. The only positive is that it's cheaper, and there's so many negatives. But, yeah. But I definitely agree with you that learning basic clothes making is definitely a good thing to learn. And I'm going to relearn it. Because my home ec class in the 5th grade is not something that comes to mind. I don't recall what we've done to sew with hands. I do remember the basics of sewing being pretty easy to learn. So I think I can just pick that up pretty simply. And I only need to sew a button on. How hard could that possibly be? How hard could that possibly be? Oh my. I'll find out later. Linen and cotton are so good for heat reduction in summer. I used to think that I couldn't cope with the heat and I'm such a fashion history nerd. You do know a lot about fashion history. Oh my, I have to applaud your knowledge. It also helps that you get exactly what I'm saying because you have significantly more knowledge than me. So you're like, oh yeah, I know this, and you go into the specifics about it. It definitely helps. But yeah, no, I appreciate the knowledge. Very fun, very informative. But yes. Oh my, cotton definitely does help. I remember I had to go to a summer wedding a few years back, and I needed a new suit, and luckily the salesman specifically was like, you really should get cotton. If you're going to be outside or anywhere where it's room temperature or warmer, get cotton. And his recommendation really did pay off. And it's one of those suits that will last a lifetime. So I'm very jazzed about that. Bernadette Banner has great button guide. I will write that down. Thank you. I will definitely... Wait, let me make note of that. I'll make note of that. Yes, I make note of that. Got it. Thank you. I will definitely need that. I'll probably sew it back on the weekend. But for now, we have 2 more guesses to not flub this Wordle. 2 more guesses, and all we have are 2 letters. And it scares me because they're pretty common letters, but I can't think of anything. Mashes? No, that would be an ES, wouldn't it? Oh my. Something OS maybe? Think words are eluding me. I might just do a bunch of consonants. Not a bunch of consonants, but a bunch of things just to see if there's anything on board. Like, what? Ghost. Ghost. That gets us 4 letters possible. We get nothing. We get nothing! That's so mean! Oh my, I think we've lost. New time potato theme. Oh my. Is it a potato theme? Mm-hmm. Oh wait, let's get back to... So we have something A, something S, and we have... It's not going to be a V-I-S, right? It's not going to be like Mavis or Davis. Those are names. It wouldn't be... Let me try Mavis. It's not Mavis, right? We have an I. Basis? Really? The double S. Oh my. And B is such an uncommon letter. I'm sad. I'm sad. But can we end it on a loss? I don't think we can end it on a loss. We're gonna do... If it was mashes. If only it was mashes. If only it was mashes. But unfortunately, spelling is hard and they have an E. Right. I'm gonna do the greatest American-themed dull variant I can think of. Something that we can all agree is wonderful and amazing. Maybe, probably not. And that is the Costcoodle. Nothing more American than a bulk store selling bulk goods. Oh my. And anyways, let us go with sliced almonds. California sliced almonds, 2 pounds. 2 pounds is a lot of pounds. 2 pounds is a lot of pounds. That's a lot of pounds. It might be... 2 pounds is a lot of pounds. I have to... California sliced almonds, 2 pounds of that? That might be $16.99. Okay, good. It's over that. Sorry, it's under that. It's under that. I knew it was going to be Costcoodle. It's Costcoodle. It's simple. It's fun. And I feel like I can win this. I feel like I can win this. It's always the Costcoodle. Let's do $13.99 then. If it's not $16.99. Really? But it's 2 pounds of sliced almonds. No way, it's $9.99, is it? It can't be lower than $9.99. Are you kidding? Am I... I'm not gonna feel... There's no way it's lower than $7.99. It's 2 pounds of almonds. Am I... Oh my, I'm just... It's $6.99, isn't it? This does not feel like a win. This does not feel like a win. It's $5.99, isn't it? This really does not feel like a win. $6.49. Okay, that's... It's not even a win, it's a loss. Oh my, that's on me. 2 pounds, though. That's a lot. 2 pounds isn't even a baby's worth? Okay, maybe I'm wrong on my perception of pounds. That's... Am I wrong on my perception of pounds? I might be. But almonds feel expensive. California makes it feel expensive as well. And then 2 pounds of almonds. I feel like that's a big... Well, the bag itself looks small, but I feel like that's... Oh my. Right? Imperial isn't my comfort zone, isn't? Yes, 2 pounds is roughly, it's a hair under a kilo. A hair under a kilogram. But 2 pounds. I feel like... what is something that weighs 2 pounds? I don't know off the top of my head. How much does this candle weigh? Yeah, I have a candle that's been used. And this is 17 ounces. And it's a big candle. It's a big candle. 17 ounces is a hair over 1 pound. So 2 pounds is like 2 of these candles. That's a lot of almonds. Yeah, so my perception of almonds isn't that crazy off. But I thought it was a lot of almonds, sliced almonds specifically, that were from California. I thought that buff was just much, but apparently I was wrong. Oh my. I feel shame. That's the first time I've gotten the Costco wrong. Oh my. I need something else. Something, a pick-me-up or something. Something that's not... You know what? We have something. We have something. This is looking really weird. But combining the Pokédoll, combining the cryptic crossword, or the mini cryptic, we get the Pokédogu. This is a cryptic crossword clue where the answer is Pokemon related. Which is fairly time. Oh my, this is going to be hard, isn't it? I see the par is 4. That means there's 4 hints used normally. Right. So, by RH, and it's this giant puzzle. Have you tried Scrandle? It's not really what... You know what? You're right. I have not tried Scrandle, but I know exactly what Scrandle is. That is an incredible recommendation that I will do right now. I've never played Scrandle. I bit my tongue. I've never played Scrandle before. This is my first time. My first time playing Scrandle, and I've seen it be played a lot. And I only have seen high things about it. Anyways, we're gonna play daily. And let's see, which food do people vote on better? Margarita pizza or chicken kebab in a meat roll? Chicken kebab meat in a roll. I'm gonna leave. The pizza does look nice. I think it's gonna be pizza. Thanks for voting. Oh, is this for another day? I see. Alright, anyway, now we get the actual scoreboard. Scrandle 2. Atlanta United FC. Burnt End Doritos Nachos. Or a hot dog. Oh, that's a very sad looking hot dog. That is a very sad looking hot dog. And it's $6 for this. In Grimsey Town FC. Oh my. I gotta go with the Burnt End Nachos. $2.60 more, but they look so much better. I think looks are everything. The garnish is so important. Garnish is make and break something. Like, oh my goodness. These steak and chips look good. I have to say. Steak and chips, a bit of onions on there, looks like. That looks good. Versus this pie, roast potatoes, and gravy. What is it? The display. The display of this is a bit off. I imagine this tastes good. I love roasted potatoes. Actually, the other day I had some roasted potatoes. They were pretty bad, which I was very surprised about. They were just so plain. It's like they weren't salted. They were cooked through, but not cooked well. Basically, everything wrong with potatoes everything that can go wrong did go wrong, and that made me sad. But this, steak and chips. This looks great. This looks great. I have to go with it. It's just about the presentation. Breaded chicken sandwich versus loaded hot dog with chips. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. If I had to choose between these two... Oh, shoot. I was going to say I would choose this. The breaded chicken sandwich... The chicken actually looks really nice. The bread looks meh, and the lettuce looks meh, but the chicken looks nice. Oh, you once played Scrandle on stream and accidentally doxed my email. It was open another tab. Luckily, no one was watching. That happens. Oh my. I get that. I've accidentally doxed my YouTube streaming page while live streaming. Luckily, no one was watching. I've also doxed my face once. Again, on stream, no one was watching. Because I was playing, what is it called? The Are You a Robot quiz from Neil.fun. On Neil.fun site, the Are You a Robot, the bunch of captchas that you have to get through to prove you're not a robot. Yeah, it was Very strange. Very strange. But what I'm trying... Well, not what I'm trying to say. Completely unrelated to that. This chicken sandwich, I have to say, does look amazing. But the presentation on this is insane. Double hot dog, little cheese, the green... I don't even know what this is. It's not parsley. It's not basil. It's not... I don't know what it is. Whatever garnish, leaf, seasoning, whatever that is amazing. And the fries look good, too. Not choosing loaded hot dog is madness. I'm not I just love chicken. And I was going to say I would definitely get this over this, but I can't. The hot dog is too good. It just looks too good, I have to say. More than anything. Oh my goodness. The price is also pretty insane. $4 for this sandwich? That's a steal. That's a good price at an stadium. I mean, I'm still going to choose this. Yeah. But the sandwich, I have to give my props to. It was a worthy competitor. But yes. Zesty lemon pepper chicken strips. And Yorkshire pudding wrap. That's... You know, I have to say something that might be controversial. Lemon pepper chicken is not my favorite chicken. It's... I don't know, maybe the lemon's too strong of a flavor. But the lemon pepper, it's good. But that's all it is. I'm not in love with lemon pepper. That being said... What's better, this or the Yorkshire pudding wrap? This sort of looks like a cupcake, but the presentation doesn't look nice. I have to go with the lemon pepper strips, the zesty lemon pepper strips. Oh my. Oh, we're 4-4 already. That's nice. Currywurst mit palms versus pint of Coors. Okay, I'm going to choose this regardless because I don't drink alcohol, but I don't drink alcohol. This is a lot of foam, right? Am I delusional? This is a lot of foam? Oh, wait. Yorkshire pudding wrap sounds heavenly and I need to try one? That... Yeah, it might... I never had Yorkshire pudding. It obviously tastes good. What does it taste like, though? I wonder. I am curious of what it tastes... I'm curious of what it tastes like. But when you're at a stadium, first of all, the presentation of the lemon pepper loaded whatever was great. But also, second of all, when you're at a stadium, fried food, it just tastes better. I don't know why. It just tastes better. You have to get it. Look on the head of the pipe. Yeah, I think that's too much. I think that's too much. Call me delusional. I think that's too much. I think the currywurst mit palms might be better. I see a little bit of fries too. I think that's what palms might mean, actually. There we go. I don't drink alcohol, but that head looks way too much. 10 7p or chicken burger. That's interesting. Cabbage bread roll and chips versus chicken. The chicken burger just has a better presentation. Just sort of pastry, but you put gravy. Oh, interesting. You put gravy on the pastry. That does sound good, actually. That does sound good. Oh my. Let's see. Between these two, I have to give it to the chicken burger. The bacon does not look that great. There's a lot of mayonnaise on it. And the photo does look pretty dull, but it just looks presented better. And a lot of people agree. Wow. Wow, a lot of people agree. Hot chocolate brownie. Oh, that is covered in biscotti. That is... Oh my. Versus cheesesteak. Oh no, this isn't in a contest. The hot chocolate brownie, that looks like a disgusting amount of calories in the best way. Oh my. I have to go this. Yeah. Sorry, cheesesteak, but you didn't stand a chance. Sausage roll versus pizza and pepperoni. Look at this pizza. If the pizza has leaves on it, it's gonna get votes. That's not a dumb thing to say, but presentation matters a lot. Even if this sausage roll is amazing, which it might be, it does not look like it's amazing. It looks like a loaf of bread with a little bit of ketchup. It's gotta be the pizza and pepperoni. There we go. Let's see. Pie, mashed gravy and peas versus fish and chips. The color on this one is better, but oh my, the sausage roll is so pale. It is so pale. It was so pale. It's just, oh my. It's just like a loaf of bread. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say, but right. The pie, mashed gravy and peas versus fish and chips. I'm just going to give it to the fish and chips. No disrespect to the pie, mashed gravy and peas. The mash actually looks really good. Unfortunately, the peas are covering it all, and the peas are mushy, and they do not look appetizing. They probably are appetizing, they don't look appetizing, and that's half the battle. Fish and chips, listen, it's not framed correctly. There's bites taken out of it, and a lot of tartar sauce, it looks like, but it's fried food at a stadium. Fried food at a stadium always wins. Fried food always wins. Oh, pepperoni roll versus hot dog. Oh, this is hard. And it's also the last one. This is hard. The loaded hot dogs usually, again, have a huge buff, I have to say. But the presentation here is only pretty good. There could be more color on the hot dog. The gravy and cardboard box is giving me the ick. Oh my. Yeah, that's... Oh, I didn't even notice that. Wow, before. But now we're on the Pittsburgh Riverhounds SC in the USA, the pepperoni roll versus Japan's hot dog. And it does look like it would be a good hot dog. But here's the thing. I might be wrong. First of all, the sauce looks amazing. Second of all, a pepperoni roll. Oh my. Do you not have mushy peas in America? I don't really eat mushy peas in America. It's not that common. Most restaurants don't really serve it, I'd say. It's more uncommon than you think. More uncommon. There's peas in America. Mushy peas, less so. Mushy peas are definitely, I think, yeah, not a very American thing. Let's see. Not for vegetables, but mashed potatoes are obviously delicious, obviously transcend the ocean. But mushy peas are definitely more rare. The mashed potatoes looked amazing. Mushy peas, but I just meant for like a visual texture perspective. They don't look presentable. Like if you threw like anything on top like that, it would be, I think it takes points away. But anyways, final round. The pepperoni roll or the hot dog. I really want to choose the pepperoni roll, and I think I am. When I was younger, sometimes I'd go to this certain pizzeria with my mom or my dad, and they would have the most delicious pepperoni rolls, and I would just love it. I wish that place was still there. The pepperoni rolls were amazing. And listen, I have to say, it's not just hot dog Japan. The hot dog also looks really good with all the toppings and everything. It's a loaded hot dog, but I'm just a sucker for a pepperoni roll. I'm a sucker for a pepperoni roll. I lost. I choked on the last one. I should have just went with the loaded hot dog, but oh my. Japan usually scores very well. Don't know about this one. Oh, Japan won, and I lost. Oh my. I'm content with that loss, though. I really, really do love pepperoni rolls. That hot dog did look really good, though. It did look really good, but pepperoni rolls are just, I'm just a glutton for them. I'm just a glutton. Right. I think that is going to do it for today's stream. Thank you all for watching. It always means a lot to me. Do I have an ending spiel? I normally might. I haven't had one last time, and this time it's a bit late, so I might not. Oh shoot! I was talking about this. Good way to lose? Yeah, better than average, good way to lose. I'll take that. It was a good win. Not good. Good try, good attempt. I can't get too greedy. If I'm losing because of my standards of pepperoni rolls, I have to stay with it. Good night? Oh, thanks, you too. But, let's see, the one thing I want to mention, the one song I didn't talk about was, I was watching, again, before this stream, some old songs from Cartoon Network, and one of them was from Dexter's Lab, and it just gave me very, very much like it was inspired by John Lennon in general. I don't even know what to say, but just the love and peace sort of vibe. Very John Lennon. That's all I have. All right. Thank you all for watching. And as always, have a day. I hope it's a good one. See ya.